Hi guys, this is Magic from Find the Magnificence in You, and this is going to be your weekly reading for fire signs. This is going to be for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, male or female. Okay. This can also be for your North Node as well. So if you have a fire sign North Node, this will apply. So this is going to cover October the 6th to October the 12th. And I did a 6 card spread for you. We have conscious versus subconscious, okay? These bottom cards support these cards here. So what I have here, and it's funny because I have sacral chakra, which is a very fiery energy, and the angel of strength. So we have Leo energy here off the bat. So that's really positive for your reading. It's upright. I love these bottom cards. We have the Strength card. Blossoming Abundance has the same resonance as the Empress card. And we also have Door to Romance. I'm looking at a life path 9, 1, a life path 5, a life path 3, and a life path 6. Doesn't have to be, okay? But those are the numbers that are the life paths that are standing out. I'm also seeing ages 36, 46, 23, the ages of 50 and 33, okay? And I also see third party. All right. So the overall energy for you guys is appreciation, and this card is talking about you having a bunch of stuff. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have Aries energy, the Queen of Wands. I also see her as Leo in this particular deck because of the lion motifs here. So there's a lot of symbology for the lion. But this is Aries energy. So this is a cardinal. She could be Aries and Piscean, okay? Overall energy is appreciation. In this particular oracle deck, this is about having a bunch of problems around you. This could be financial issues, family issues, drama, or things may not be going your way, but you're not worrying about it. You're just appreciating the good things in your life. So this is letting you know that it's time to appreciate the good things, the things that you do have control over. Take time to show gratitude and appreciation for what you do have and not be too focused on what you don't have. When you take the approach of gratitude, things will start to blossom. So this also talks about something happening behind closed doors, not necessarily in a bad way. So this could be things are happening, like the universe is preparing something, or something's happening that you're not even aware of. Okay? Because you got so much stuff going on. You're trying to take the time out to be appreciative for what you do have. But there's also something blossoming behind you. And I thought that was interesting because I do have blossoming abundance here. So if you're having financial issues, just know that these are temporary issues. Something will blossom for you. And this card talks about money, incoming abundance, fulfillment, stability, what you work towards. So I always look at it as a combination of the Empress energy, the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles, because it talks about the work you put into something, the seeds you've planted, because as you can see, this is a garden. So you've planted some sort of seeds that are starting to blossom. And you may have been waiting a long time for these seeds to blossom into this flourishing garden. But this is letting you know that whatever you've been working on, it will be successful. Whether it's you finding more worth and value in yourself or building worth and value through your financial endeavors, your career, business ventures, investments. This is about abundance. This could just be blessings from the universe as well. Something that has been manifested. But what I'm seeing here, thinking man, is if you're a man, you're not heeding the call of what you're supposed to be doing, your life purpose. So you're not really following your inner calling. This is about, you taking a more spiritual pursuit. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but you may be destined. So this is about destiny. You may be destined to be like a teacher, a therapist, a writer, a publisher, a psychic, or a healer, an artist, a creative. But for some reason, you're not heeding that call. It says you're so long served in this capacity. This could be professionally or just in your personal life, but you're being blocked for some reason, or you feel like your creativity is being blocked because the second chakra is sexual energy, creativity, the way you express. This is the seat of the emotions. You may be having a hard time expressing yourself, or you're finding a lack of passion when it comes to something. You want to have something to be passionate about. I just heard Venus, Venusian energy, which is very interesting because we are in Libra season, and Libra is ruled by Venus. So there's going to be a lot of creativity, a lot of opportunities to be creative and to make money, because Venus also rules money, love. So you may be opening your heart up, or you may be clearing out blockages in the second chakra when it comes to intimacy of all kinds. It doesn't have to be sexual intimacy, but it can be. You may have an overactive or underactive sacral chakra that is either making you hypersexual or causing you to have intimacy issues, self-esteem, confidence issues, or this could just be you having trust issues, okay? Not wanting to get close, not wanting to be open. I feel like this is opening up. I feel like you have gotten stronger with dealing with emotions, or you're finding balance here. So this is beautiful. Your inner strength. So for me, I like to look at the strength card as solar plexus energy. So there's a balancing of your ego here, and your emotions are being balanced this month, or this week rather. This is a weekly. So someone is feeling emotional, feeling expressive, wanting to get close, wanting to be open, wanting to be vulnerable. In the past, you could have been coming up as very shy or intimidating or intimidated by someone. Wow, how interesting. We have, again, Queen of Wands, Aries energy, and then we have the Leo energy. So you could be, you may have these signs in your chart, Leo and Aries. This is interesting because oh look, Sag. So we got Aries, Leo, Sag. That's crazy, right? So all of you guys are being represented here. So I'm going to pull these 3 cards out. So that's very interesting. I'm going to put this here and here. Okay. So yeah, this is perfect. So yeah, so this is all letting me know that you were dealing with confidence issues when it came to expressing emotions, or being expressive, being creative, being vulnerable, being authentic, your true authentic self. This is about you taking off mask. When you're in balance here, this represents, because Aries is about the self, right? So she might have a poor self-image. She may lack confidence. She may not feel like she's pretty enough, beautiful enough, good enough. This also tells me that there was some blockages as far as self-worth. And I love the fact Blossoming Abundance is here, because it's telling me you're healing that part of you, that aspect of you, because of your inner strength. You are lacking drive or passion. Okay? Because this talks about passion. This also can talk about promiscuity. This could be potentially because of the low self-worth and the low self-esteem. You may have been, lacking when it came to setting boundaries, or maybe your values and your morals. Those issues, there was a confusion there. Okay. Also, I see here again, feeling a little bit intimidated, fearful, lacking courage, not being able to be expressive, or not being able to shine, because, the Leo likes to shine. Not being able to subdue the inner beast within you, the fears. This could be you not being able to resist temptation, because these are this makes me feel like, there could have been some sort of temptation here that you dealt with. This temptation could be anything. It could be negative thinking. It could be drugs. It could be sex, alcohol. It could be being easily susceptible to negative attributes of yourself: jealousy, possessiveness, vindictiveness, Revenge. Also here we have impulsiveness. We also have, again, promiscuity is coming up again. Being flighty, wishy-washy, being inconsistent, being very being driven by your passion, but to the extreme. So this is about finding balance between the two. So this, if you're exhibiting the energy of the Knight of Wands, this could be you either lacking courage, drive, not being positive. This is someone being very pessimistic. All of these cards, pessimism, because these are people that are very driven. These are driven energies. These are, the Strength card is strong. This is someone that's very driven, very courageous. You know, she's very confident. So they're all reversed. So these are blockages that are being cleared this week, or they're being highlighted. These are things that are being being healed. The Star card. So thank you, Spirit. These are things, it's still early for me. Things are being healed here. And because what's happening is you're being stripped naked. You're being stripped naked. Everything is being put out in the open for the world to see, or for you to see. Okay? The very interesting energy. Clarify the thinking man, please. Thinking man is being clarified by the Judgment card in reverse. Yeah, so this is about poor judgments that were made in the past. Some of these judgments had to do with your stability, with career choices, with how you're making your money. Also being too cautious, being overly cautious. He's slow, he's steady. Some of these choices affected the long term for you, your goals. There could have been some bad judgments made. I feel like you're judging yourself harshly. I definitely feel, for a woman, you may have been dealing with a woman fire sign, sun, moon, rising. You may have been dealing with someone that was not acting in your best interest. You may have attracted this type of person to yourself. Somebody in authority. Somebody was very controlling in your life. This could be male or female, by the way. I feel like you're judging yourself harshly, or you felt like you've been harshly judged. I feel a lot of loneliness and isolation with this card. I feel like you are feeling guilty, a lot of guilt because of poor decisions as well. But again, financially, I feel like there is going to be a clearing of these feelings of, it almost feels like you're punishing yourself, or you feel like you're being punished rather. So let's look at that. Clarified Judgment. And again, you're not heeding your call because the trumpet's being sounded off. And like I said about this card, you're not heeding the call. Destiny is calling you and you've been avoiding it. Yeah, Hermit in reverse, not operating from your higher self. Some of you guys are feeling very lonely and isolated. Some of you guys are not doing the inner work. Again, not doing the work. You're avoiding it. Wow, King of Wands. Okay, so Leo energy and the Knight of Swords. Again, reversed. You guys are showing up in your reading. So again, I feel like there is, wow, in the bottom of the deck we have Two of Cups. So this may be in relations to relationships with people, friends, family, love interest. There is an issue here. So we have a pair, the Queen and King, both reversed. So there could be something going on with you and another person. You guys do not have to be both fire signs, but this is just letting me know you're a vibrational match and you're mirroring each other. So there's an issue between two people here where there could have been some issues with communication here with the Knight of Swords. Again, another very fast-moving knight. However, in the upright, he's courageous. He does speak truth, But, you know, because it's coming out with the King of Rods or King of Wands, is letting me know that this King of Wands is very harsh in the way he communicated. He's very impulsive, very unpredictable. This King of Wands here has a low self-esteem. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo. Low self-esteem. So we have Aries, Pisces energy. Like I said, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sagittarius, Leo. I see here low self-esteem. I feel like someone has been emasculated by their circumstance or people in their environment. You feel like you're powerless in a situation. This is anger. I feel like these two people have experienced very, very intense emotions. At the higher spectrum of passion, we have anger, rage. We also have extreme lust. Okay, so there's a lot of lust, very strong attraction. These are both manifestors. These two, they have, look at their wands. I feel like there's and again, I can't help this, in this particular deck, I usually refer to these as Leo because look at the lion. This is saying that somebody is needing some sort of strength here in the reverse because to break free. Because I feel like the Hermit is kind of coming out of a state of being or feeling isolated. If you're resonating with this King of Wands, you haven't been you're not enlightened yet. You're getting there. There's some sort of spiritual awakening that hasn't taken place because you've been resisting it, avoiding it, running away from it. We have the Knight of Swords. This is someone that has control issues. This person's very calculated, needing to be in control. This person is on edge, ready to fight, ready to argue, very argumentative type of energy. Or you've dealt with someone argumentative. It could be an air sign. It could be a younger air sign. Doesn't have to be. This is a masculine energy. It could be male or female, but it's more of a masculine. Pages are more feminine. So you may have dealt with very argumentative people or had issues with communicating with people, getting your point across. I also see that you have issues with erratic behaviors due to mental instability, mental illness here. There's a lot of overthinking, being over analytical, being too airy. So a lot of forgetfulness, a lot of confusion. Again, another air card, Four of Swords. So there is a lot of you're not at peace, basically. You're not at peace. You're mentally, you can't find peaceful moments. You're always constantly thinking, constantly on edge, worrying about something, stressing about something. But it's because you're very conflicted, but it's because you don't want to make a decision. You don't want to see something with a blindfold on. Yeah, you're not wanting to see something. But I sense that you're coming out. So this could be twofold. For some of you guys, this could be you coming out of isolation with the Hermit in this card, and you're taking charge, and you're being courageous. And for others of you, you can't sleep at night. You're not finding peace. There's something bothering you. You haven't healed from something, and this is because you're not meditating. You're not going within. You're not doing the inner work. However, we have the Fool card here, so there's a new beginning here. For others of you guys, you've made a decision. At first, you weren't courageous enough to make this decision, but you've decided. You're coming out of this energy of isolation now, and you're wanting to have a new beginning or take some sort of risk. I feel like what's supporting this risk is if you do take it, it brings you abundance. For others of you, you're afraid of taking this risk, or you don't want to look foolish. That will block and cause more delays for you. but the outcome looks great because you're coming in as releasing any negative attachments. All tied up is reversed. So that's very positive. So this could be the beginning of the week, middle of the week, ending of the week. The beginning of the week, your sacral is being worked on. Very positive energy. There's something that's happening to you that requires a lot of inner strength, a lot of restraint, holding back, not being so overly passionate, not letting, the balance. I just thought about scales, not letting the scales or the, the seesaw, not letting it be, one extreme where you're under expressive, not talking, not expressing, or being at the extreme where you're so unstable that it's coming out like, combustible anger, rage. I feel like you're restraining yourself. You're keeping the balance. You're keeping your emotions in check. You're keeping that passion in check. In the beginning of this week, very good. Healing is coming in. You're allowing yourself to become vulnerable. You're allowing yourself to be naked. You're stripping away false mask. You're stripping away something with not being authentic. So something false is being stripped away. In the middle of the week, I do feel like you were confused. There was a lack of clarity. Thinking man in reverse is, you're needing to think. This is Virgo energy. So it aligned with the King of Wands. So you could be a fire sign with a Virgo rising, Virgo moon rising, but mostly rising. So this is being, too analytical, too in your head, too airy. Paranoia, trust issues, constantly being too overly suspicious. Okay, I feel like there's a new beginning here. I feel like you're breaking free by taking some sort of risk here, and this is very beautiful. The alignment of this energy is very perfect. Aries energy. Empress also comes in as very Aryan. Aries, the Emperor's Aries, Empress I see as Aries as well. It could be Libra as well. For me, it's also Cancer and Taurus, because she represents the mother. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Taurus, because she's ruled by Venus. Libra as well. Okay, Aries, because she's the Omega Alpha. Well, for me, I feel like she represents an archetype, a primordial energy. So she's the beginning and the end. Because in the tarot, we have ones, those are aces, and then we have tens, those are endings. But tens always reduce back to one. So I always look at her as the first. So we have Temperance, Sagittarian energy. I love this. I love this, how this is aligning. And like I said, this is for sun, moon, or rising, so you don't have to be a fire sign sun. However, Sagittarius is Jupiter energy coming in. Blessings are coming in. Expansion. Seeing the bigger picture. This is you following destiny now. Following the North Star, destiny, or your North Node. Destiny is calling you. You're no longer resisting. You're taking a risk. And this is because the universe steps in. I always look at this as a guardian angel. Temperance comes in to heal, to balance, to transmute. This is you alchemize. You're the alchemist. I was going to say alchemizing, but I don't think that's a real word. But you're the alchemist, so you're transmuting, you're blending. I see a reconciliation. I see a blending of two elements, maybe two opposite signs or two opposite elements. So for example, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, you don't have to be those signs, but these are energies that I'm referring to. Opposites attract, two different elements being blended, earth, water, fire, water, air, earth. So it's something like that. So there's some sort of attraction, passion, but I feel like there was an avoidance. And I see this strongly because we did have a pair, the king and queen, vibrational matches to each other, soulmates, kindred spirits, twin flames possibly for some of you guys, okay? Not for all. I'm pulling out the king because I want these two, but bear in mind they're both reversed. So definitely there's a lesson here. You both are coming in, you and your counterpart, to heal each other. So you most likely will have fire somewhere in your chart. Your chart will be in alignment in a sense where, let me give you an example. So I'm a Cancer Sun, Leo Moon. So you could be dealing with someone that's like Leo Sun, Cancer Moon, something like that. So if you're a Sagittarius Sun, a Leo Moon, your person might be a Leo Moon, Sagittarius Sun. Something is very similar about your charts, very compatible. Check your Jupiter, because I did mention Jupiter and Venus. So the person's Venus could be in, so for example, Venus in Cancer, Venus in Libra, Venus in Leo, Venus in Aquarius is being highlighted here. Virgo as well. Okay, so let's move on to the outcome or the end of the week. So whatever was binding you, if there was another soulmate, you're detaching. If there was fears, habits, patterns, that you're breaking free, because this is about a self-imposed prison. I feel like someone needs strength, to express or to be vulnerable to a connection or to destiny. You're being called to be open to something that's destined, something that's divinely guided or being divinely orchestrated by the universe. I see third decan Cancer at the bottom of the deck. So this is apathy, depression leaving you. Okay, no more being depressed, dissatisfied, or disappointed. This is you letting go of rejection, letting go of the pain, the hurt of the past. Very interesting. I see Cancer. The Chariot is in reverse against Scorpio here with the Judgment card. And Hermit in reverse. So for me, I feel like you're breaking through stagnation. You're needing to find your equilibrium here. And also there's a final decision that needs to be made about something. With the Hermit in reverse, I feel like you will have the enlightenment you need at the end of by the end of the week. And then, because right now there's a little bit of confusion, but I feel like the enlightenment will be coming by the end of the week. There will be more stability. Some of you guys will end up single by the end of this week. It doesn't have to be about being single, but you'll know your worth and value. But yeah, it could be some of you guys being single, okay? Because this is about being detached, and binding yourself from something that was toxic. Possibly, this could just be toxic behaviors, addictions. I did see sex addictions. I did see, having problems with restraining or fighting off temptation. So this could be drug abuse, alcohol abuse, escapism is being highlighted here. But you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're being stripped naked. Down to your authentic self. The illusions are being stripped away. Okay. Wow. Yeah. See, soulmate. So there is a soulmate. Oh shit. Very powerful, divinely guided soulmate. Twin flame. So this is confirmation that this is for twin flames. Okay. So I'm going to title this. I don't do twin flame readings, but if I see it, I'm going to address it, because you can't tell me this is not a twin flame. Same element, the Star card, wish fulfillment, destiny, and then we have the Lovers and the Six of Cups. You can't tell me this is not a twin flame reading. And then what's so beautiful about this is that before somebody wasn't acting in your best interest. There was somebody around you that was very argumentative, that was trying to prevent you from getting to this destiny. These were lessons. These were karmic lessons, karmics. People, there was different lessons you were going through. But I feel like you find your worth and you take a risk by detaching from this energy. And because of that, there's abundance blossoming around you in all forms, monetarily, and just feeling fulfilled, feeling happy. This is Empress energy. You're manifesting something. And when you get unstuck, what you manifest is a new beginning, door to romance and love. So this is aligning so beautifully. There will be twin flame union or the realization of a very strong soulmate connection. This doesn't feel like someone new. This feels like someone you've been dealing with, okay? This does not feel new. It could be But I feel like there was a process to get here. So this wouldn't be for people just meeting their twin flames. I feel like you've met your twin flame. You may have not been aware that this was a twin flame. Because healing comes in because you had to go through. The star is an 8. It's it's 17. It reduces to an 8. So this is karma. This is very karmic. This is destiny. This is the infinity symbol. What comes before the star card is the Tower. So this means you had to have already gone through Tower moments to get here. Okay? That's why I'm saying that it doesn't feel new to me. Let's clarify this door to romance. Yeah. So we do have fixed energy here. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. So this is a very fixed energy. Sagittarius. This is fire. This is also Jupiter. So there's unfinished business. See, like I said, this doesn't feel new. And this is a karmic cycle coming to an end. Something's coming to an end, a close, not yet, not this week, but it's close. But this is letting me know, yeah, see, 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, balance coming in, spiritual awakening, beautiful, beautiful. Here we go, karmic justice, Libra season, very good. And here's the alignment, Ace of Swords. And here we're ending this 10 of Swords. So this is about ending this 10 of Swords. This is, like I said, this is something that's been building up. Culmination, breaking point. This is justice, karmic justice. You are moving on, moving towards something better, more balanced, more harmonious. And this particular card is also getting connected with the higher self, transitioning. Balancing and harmony is coming into your reality this week. But what I see also is a lot of movement. Some of you guys are moving, traveling across waters, or you're going to be making a decision. Some of you guys are getting a divorce. So divorce is being finalized this week, or close to being finalized this week. Truth is being revealed, okay? Justice being served, truth is being revealed this week. So let's just get one more overall message of advice for our fire signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, see? Angel of balance and walking away. Like I said, you got to walk away from things that don't serve you. What's causing the imbalance here is because you're struggling to walk away here. And in this particular deck, with card 27, it says here, it's letting go and moving on. Some of you guys have to let go of something, and some of you have to move on from the past. But I definitely see a letting go, a releasing, a purging to bring in balance, okay? Because you're out of balance right now. Because remember, there's a lack of balance in this union, both reversed. Because either you're not moving on from the past, or someone's not leaving a situation, a behavior, a pattern, a cycle behind. So the book says here, this card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power, strength. You now have the power, beautiful, to release it. Did not say you're getting untied, unbounded, detached. You're taking yourself out of this self-imposed prison, removing restrictions. It says you're now able to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking. Okay. and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in your inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Beautiful message, okay? I think I want to extend this message because this is very deep, okay? So this is 31, I'm giving you guys 35 minutes. If you are interested in seeing the extended, the link will be below for the extended for this weekly oracle message, okay? I appreciate you guys for being here with me. And I'll see you next week for the weekly overview.